Athens, Georgia, and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The LSU Tigers offense will have the football first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him. And then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
The give to the back, fighting off the defender. Creates a little room. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. LSU quick to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now second and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Softened him up with a run and now to throw. Touchdown LSU! And they have the first points of the game.
Well, he wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man. He is the guy.
Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Yeah, and this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football and he'll continue to make big plays. He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
On the direct snap, it's Frazier, finding an escape route. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Frazier. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Setting up the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and throws out the RPO. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all his ability on that TD.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number one, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's White. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Gets it to the back. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they got enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The give from the gun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Let's go. Direct snap. It's Frazier. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Reed. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Lost to throw again. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Robinson. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long. Now you're set up to fail.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down. They might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Running into the open space. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Stockton. Now sliding to his left. He's in open space downfield. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. He's all the way down to the 3, showing it all on that run.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Robinson. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dawgs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air, it's Reed. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Gonna look downfield again. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Throws to the back. Makes the catch. It's Durham. Nice move. Creates some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's lead. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Extending the play. Slings it downfield. Connection to the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. And
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half then. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Now the play fake. Slips away. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And we talked about this at half, man. They've got to start to pressure the quarterback more. This offense had a lot of success. You got to make this guy feel uncomfortable. And the first drive, out of the half, they do exactly that.
Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Moore. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. New set of downs after the completion. The run from the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got a man, it's Moore. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had him. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to get... On fourth down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Kick is in the air. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
Too much contact after the fair catch signal, and it'll cost him here. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Robinson. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game.
Oh, he's got some space. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying play action. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Returner goes out of bounds.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to pass, it's Reed. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The short hand, just Anderson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. It's Durham. LSU will get a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Finds a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Coming out with it, it's Taylor. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wiley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Offense facing 4th down.
tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And how about the simple run? Like, I believe in my guys. We're going to pound the rock. We're going to get the first down. Nice job by this offense.
To the ground. He's got it again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Pulls it in. It's White. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available.
Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
From the gun, running back gets to give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the Bulldogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it! Touchdown, Georgia! They move on top here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Oh my, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Now adjusting. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against. A guy that can absolutely fly. Nice job closing in on him and getting him on the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got his man. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You could underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. This time it's complete. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
LSU.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Lost the throw on first down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. They'll They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kick. Through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Direct snap. It's Frazier. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth, into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the way.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.